What's up, squad? It's Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, I've always said there are two countries that look amazing on paper, but when you put it to reality, they simply just don't measure up to snuff. And those two countries are Brazil and Nigeria. And rarely do I have anything amazing to say about those two countries. It seems like both of them have major issues that seem almost insurmountable despite their massive size, large demographics, and unlimited natural resources. Well, today is a good day because I do have something great to say about Nigeria. So, President Tinubu's administration have basically come in and they are taking a more market-oriented approach, going as so far to invite one of the major African miners, Glencore, into Nigeria in hopes of luring them in for investments to develop some of their immense mineral resources that they have not even scratched the surface upon. Everyone knows Nigeria as this massive oil producing country, but Nigeria, it comes to find out, also have large amounts of resources such as gold, zinc, and lithium. These are all critical resources in the 21st century, and Nigeria is looking to finally utilize them to get their country on the right road. This is very important. What many people don't understand, see, as I've been watching economic development over the decades, the formula is relatively simple. What's not simple is the culture of the people. You have to get the people to come along on a journey with you. They have to understand why they shouldn't have massively subsidized fuel. They have to understand the limitations of corruption and cronyism and how it stifles development. And it's that no country is pure of any corruption. Corruption is inherent in any government. But you have to pick your battles. Not only that, but because expenses incurred before revenue due to the investment phase of production, you have to attract the capital. One of the major drawbacks is that the Nigerian administration had strong capital controls. Many investors were worried that if they put their money into Nigeria, they wouldn't be able to get their money back. The Tinubu administration is trying to turn over a lot of these negative thoughts and ideas of his countries, even allowing capital repatriation. Now, this more market-oriented approach will give investors the ease which it requires for capital. Capital flows downhill. It's, as they say, capital is a coward. It seeks safety. It seeks places where it's not going to be controlled. When an investor feels though he needs to take his money out, they will have a reasonable amount of time to do so. You want that free exchange. Now, getting the people to come along and understand that that is the job of a leader. Educating them and showing them the benefits of doing so much. As you can see in Argentina, as they're trying to turn around the economy. All these big socialist spending projects, all this subsidizing of this job, that job, everything is a right when they are only really just privileges. But telling people they should have free this, free that, it's no such thing as a free lunch. We all know that. And that money's coming from somewhere. And a lot of the times it's coming from the people. The people are indebting themselves, not even know they're indebting themselves. Because the money is going to come from somewhere. So either you paying high interest loans back to the World Bank, or the people are going to be so indebted and so encumbered that they can't develop economically to give that industrious energy the boost it needs to get a very buoyant economy. Now, if this works out, I think Nigeria can slowly, with its large industrious population, become the great African champion that it has to be. With a population of 200 million people and expected to surpass the United States by the end of the century, that is correct. That is correct. By the end of the century, there are expected to be more Nigerians on this planet than Americans. being the case, Nigeria is just simply too big to fail. And the only way it's going to do this is by becoming the economic powerhouse that is required to support this large demographics. Now, if they do not become this large economic powerhouse, all it's going to do is all of these Nigerians are going to flood outside the country, creating a demographic deluge in the region. And of course, that's going to flow over into Europe, as well as these young, ambitious people are looking for places to invest and build thriving industries. If Nigeria cannot support this large population, the population, based off of what all populations have done in the past, they will migrate to a region or a part of the world where they feel as though they will be rewarded for their efforts. So not only is this a human issue, but this is an economic issue. And if Nigeria is able to adopt this reform, lead its people with these bountiful resources that they have, they can be the fuel, that rising tide that lifts up West Africa. Because as Nigeria improves, the demographics of Nigeria will be allowed to where they're going to invest their money. If you're a Nigerian citizen and you come into a benefit, or you come into the ability to start earning excess capital, save and invest, where are you taking your money? You're going to invest it at home or near home. So this capital would go right back into the Nigerian economy or to the neighbors, the immediate neighbors surrounding Nigeria, further boosting West Africa's economy. So this is why it is very important. Nigeria is too big to fail. That is an immutable fact. So seeing the turnaround of Nigeria, I can only cheer and hope that they continue to go in the right direction. So would love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.